What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today it's time to start ranking the boards from Mario Party 2. You guys know me so well, yes, this is my personal favorite Mario Party title until Superstars came into the mix. So I decided to rank the boards now, and this is going to be a little easy going forward because there's not so many boards, at least for right now. So yeah, obviously this is my personal opinion on how I rank these boards, so if your favorite is like really low or something, please do not be mad. I do have a lot of fun playing really any of these boards except for one of them, which we're going to talk about. Without further ado, let's go. Alright, no shocker this one's on the bottom. Welcome to Mysteryland. Basically, I've never been a fan of boards where you're stuck on one part of the board and then you have to land on a happening space or something to warp, and that's pretty much the whole gimmick of the board, honestly. And reason it's my least favorite, I mean, it's cool for the chaos and stuff, but like if a star is on the other side, it's gonna take you forever to warp to that area, or if you're close to a star, you land on the having space. Stuff like that always happens. This is why I think this is my least played board in Mario Party 2. And I was just never a fan of it. I like the characters wearing outfits, and I guess the only highlight I could say is when Bowser dies from a warp, I guess? But, other than that, definitely the weakest board, and the only one in Mario Party 2 I don't like, so yeah. Alright, coming at the number 5th spot, this was hard for me to rank these because I really enjoy the rest of this board, all the other boards except for Mysteryland. Welcome to Pirateland. I don't really got much to say about this one. This is more or less, I wouldn't say a linear board, really, but it sort of is. Basically, the whole gimmick, the music is nice. I love the characters wearing pirate outfits. The gimmick of this one is the happening spaces, which is that pirate ship at the top, will send you back to the start. Or you got happening spaces, like there's some down there too. Or you got the blue spaces near those signs, which sushis will take you to the other side. I think this is a pretty fun board, but when you compare it to the others, it definitely isn't too exciting to play on, honestly. I just prefer the other boards, really. But it's still a fun time to play on, honestly. So I wouldn't really call this board bad. Alright, coming at number 4 is Bowserland. Mario and the gang have to deal with Bowser shenanigans yet again. Out of all the Bowser boards we'll talk about in the future, this is probably my personal favorite, and it's not because of my bias from Mario Party 2. There's so much going on this board. It may just be like a square and all, but let me explain how this works. So, you got bank spaces, which normally they will take your coins, but no, they give it to you. But if you land on the bank space, you'll lose that much money. They give you, you don't buy items, they have to give you a certain item. You got the Bowser Parade every 5 turns, which will make you lose your coins and make you go back to the start. You got the happening space right there, they'll send you to the middle, that'll make you stuck there for a bit. There's so much going on this board, and I think this is probably my personal favorite of all these Bowser boards, because I'm pretty neutral with them, honestly, which we'll talk about later. But I honestly think this is my personal favorite Bowser board, even if it is just a square or something, compared to like how unique they are in the later games, which we'll talk about. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get heated comments on this. I love Herland, don't get me wrong. It's easily, I will say it's factually the best board in Mario Party 2. For me, however, I just prefer the other two, which we're gonna talk about. The whole gimmick of this board, if you play Mario Party Superstars, there's no explanation. Every 3 turns, the time of day, it switches to either day or night to cause different gimmicks around the board. It definitely is a fun concept, but sometimes I get in the way. Sometimes it can get in the way and stuff with the happening space, and I don't know, I just prefer the others, honestly. I love Mario Party 6, don't get me wrong, I love the day and night cycle, but I honestly just prefer playing the other boards. I will say this is one of the best boards in the whole Mario Party series, just not the second coming of Crisis like everyone says it is, honestly. But I won't say it's overhyped or anything, because I know people will get pissed. So, yeah, I love Herland a lot. Alright, coming at the number 2 spot, I have spicy takes, don't I? Welcome to Spaceland. I have seen a small minority not a fan of this board, and I can understand why. The whole point of the board is, you land on happening space, you get sent back to that certain spot. So yeah, I can get a bit tedious at times, honestly, trying to go from other parts of the board when you're usually just stuck there because you're landing on happening space. But either way, I have a fun time playing on this board, and it's easily one of my favorites. And it's my favorite in Mario Party Superstars. So honestly, I can have a fun time. I love the whole space background. No bias, I swear. So yeah, and there's also that Bowser laser, which adds more spice to the board. So honestly, it can be a fun time in my opinion. But I understand why others aren't a fan of it. Well, it's not the number 1 spot, but I think y'all should know already. Oh, howdy, partners! Westernland is at the number 1 spot. That was pretty bad, I'm sorry. It's no shocker y'all saw us in number 1. Then I think... Wait. And at least in this game, this is my favorite board ever, honestly. Like, what can I say? The whole Western theme, which is barely present in many Mario games. The happening space where we ride on a train, which is so nice. I love the backgrounds. I just love the whole... I love everyone's outfits. I love the ending scene, where usually in Mario Party 2 they have that little ending scene. Honestly, this is just all I want. I hope this comes back in Mario Party Superstars. This is literally a fun board to play on. I love, every time I boot up Mario Party 2, I always want to play on Westernland. It's easily the best board in this game, in my opinion. So yeah. Oh boy, and that's the ranking. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys for another video, and the next time for Mario Party 3 board ranking. Later, folks.